Goodbye, LA. You'll see soon. Goodbye, LA. I'm coming home for now. Lots of stars, plenty of cars, smile beam, cool house dream. What a same might find her way. Yes, I found mine. Goodbye, lake. Did you ever even notice I was gone? Goodbye, lake. Chicago is home for now. Lots of stars, too many cars, the smile gleam, and poor hearts dream. Where they say might find your way. Yes, I found mine. This should be a solo, I think. I don't know, but I'm gonna play it anyway. I don't remember how the song goes beyond this point, so that's gonna be it.
Coming up on Forum, a year into the coronavirus pandemic, the once novel idea of working from home has begun to feel permanent, at least for some workers. But more remote work can mean less social interaction and collapsed boundaries between work and home life. It can also
work from home, remote offices are the future. We are living the future right now.
It's at the other park.
Down there? You want a carpool?
Huh?
You want a carpool down there?
The same car?
Yeah. I'll sit in the back together.
No.
Throw me in the truck. It's not loading. I'm gonna restart my phone or something. Here, check it out. I'm gonna sit up in there. I'm gonna stand over it.
Bug Bite by Chloe Xtina. Where we live, on this farm, I get swallowed in ticks. By the supermarket, I found one in my armpit, chomping the bumps of my fresh shave, licking me up in front of the watermelons. I don't let anyone burn him off. I tell no one, but turn on my phone and broadcast it to every follower I've collected from school and having mutual friends and looking nice. I don't have many. I lift up my armpit and show them all. At first, I try a mirror selfie, but the tick is so tiny, and the further and further I zoom in, he contorts himself into my armpit. He digs his head in, forcing himself through the surface of my skin. It is like he is drowning. It is like a wormhole to another dimension. It is like my mushy, gushy flesh is muddy, ugly quicksand. He makes clear my whiteheads, my rash burns. I can't post this. I leave this yucky supermarket bathroom. I go shopping. I go aisle through aisle. The tick occupies my shoulder. He is sinking into my muscles, infesting the bone. I am by the butter and the milk and the yogurt, and I become poisonous. I am becoming this tick. For a second, I think I should fight it, but then I am taken over by the dairy aisle, listening to the rhythm of the tick curdling inside me. I get so distracted I forget to buy anything. And then at home, I am hungry. Everything in the kitchen is some kind of stale bread or cracker. My stomach is a little monster, alone and unoccupied by my tick. At home there are mosquitoes and swamp monsters and fireflies. I lie by the barn and the tick moves to my chest, through skeleton, through tissue. He is in the lungs. My breath sloshes and clogs. Maybe he is drowning me now. Maybe he is pressing my insides into a deep ocean of my own mucus and likes watching me flounder on the shore. He likes to be the one to give me CPR. The barn echoes, and I watch it slurp up the clouds around its roof. There is the smell of grass and pigs and yucky. Everything on this farm melts together, so simple and familiar. And then this tick makes his way to the top of my stomach. My little beast of a stomach growls at him. The tick chomps him up. No more stomach for me. No more bananas there. No more pork chops. No more gallons of ice cream. My stomach is ripped away from me, and I give it to this tick. Still, there is no one I want to tell, except for my little followers. My phone is bright, and for a second, through the camera lens, the sky burns orange. Cows stare at me inside the phone, red and on fire, begging me to peel myself open. But I blink my eyes, and it is normal. Cows graze, clouds return. I am remembering how many people have told me I am brave. People I don't know through the phone, and people I do, right next to my nose sometimes. I've sat in rooms and watched people get sick. I've turned on the TV, played the piano, washed a few dishes. And to do this all with a sick person near me with the weight of grief somewhere off waiting to find me, I have received the title of brave. I can be brave just by being absent of mourning. This is a thought I am trying to hold on to as the tick slurps its way up my breasts and back down to my hips. This is the closest I've been to sex in so long. I want to be brave for this tick. I really, really want this tick to think I'm brave. I want this tick to long for what's inside me, to fantasize about having me. If I concentrate really hard, I can feel his pulse. I know the way he bites. I know the way he gurgles his spit when he takes a deep breath. I think about the life this tick and I can have. Him resting in my body, him chewing me up and loving the way he swallows me. The barn creaks. I feel something warm and alive bite my knees, trying to gnaw, trying to savor. In another world, this could be just what I need, just a little gift of taste. But this mosquito does not know the new love it's interrupting. I wonder how much of my flesh can become bug food. I wonder how much braver I can get, how much I can let bugs become my muscle. I imagine conquering the world independently, my insides made up of antennas and a million legs and bug brains. I imagine this tick watching me conquer the world and having a little crush on me for conquering it. It's starting to get late. I can't reach my phone, but somehow the sky above me starts to expand and dye itself orange all on its own. Birds above me are blurry. Their root becomes kindred to a ringing inside my ear. The barn feels smaller. I feel bigger and smaller again. This tick is going to my navel. He's finishing up his dirty work there before pushing against the mosquito bites from inside the flesh on my knees. I am imagining him through rivers of my blood. And what if he gets stuck there? What if my blood is like some hot current that rushes over him and he's gone forever? What if he's dead? I think about the way that people will call my life tragic with this tick dead inside me. I imagine doctors pushing him out, oozing him through my body gush, and failing. I imagine blubbering on an ugly couch speaking to a newscaster about my unusual love for this tick, our bond, and how, over time, my body will shut down without the tick there to control my organs from inside out. They'll bury me in the forest, near the lake. I open my eyes and find myself dripping wet. I don't remember swimming or showering, but my dampness seeps into the earth, a wet body of my own now. The sky becomes so red and the farm is devoured by drought. Even in this dry heat, with dust in the back of my throat, an opening to my tick. I feel underwater. I soak into something volcanic. The world is morphing into lava and the barn feels smaller. I feel bigger and smaller again. It's hard to imagine myself without imagining the tick knowing me. It's impossible to move my arm, to open up my leg and hip, to scratch my skin, without knowing the tick is there, existing with me, becoming me. The tick makes his way back up. He settles halfway between my ribs. I think he's going to sleep. I only have my hands. They reach for my phone. Everything on this farm looks underwater. Everything looks like blur. I feel this tick watch me, outside and inside of me now. I forget I am alone. Somewhere out there, on the grass by the barn, is my full body, whole and ripe. I have yet to make it there.
Took a trip, gone on a plane, Adderall, Vicodin, cocaine, got the champagne to kill the pain on time machines, cause I'm just that vain, glamorous, just like I told you, white makes soul from shoulder to shoulder, rocks like gold, and silky shit, diamond earrings like chandeliers, stop, drop, roll instead, I prefer blondes with no pubic hair, no underwear, no time to spare, so you wanna marry a millionaire, what's your sign, what's your size, 35, 22, 35, meet me outside with a pin, light, don't speak too loud, one time inside out.
Einstein is too bright. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to have a fight. And Marilyn is in my head. Elvis is a star. Everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants to shoot a star. And Marilyn, she's scared.
I'm back in BBVIP. Don't hear you on deep inside of me, 1953. All my friends know Dorothy. There's a lot of me and inside of me with a lobotomy. Lifestyle not part of the economy. I'm guilty and I can't come clean. I better get my ass in a time machine. I don't know, but I've been told you're the first Playboy Santa Claus. Taking out like gold, diamonds, pearls, high school girls with their hair and curls. Caught the first stylist, how to teach. Red lipstick with a bottle of bleach. Bright white teeth like $1,000,000. That racy go on how to fuck what?
Restricted area, VIP, voila.
Making Art in 2020 by Sonia Cayetano. Porcelain. Porcelain is a conceptual self-portrait representing various elements of my identity that are simultaneously isolated and interconnected. Each hand represents a different part of myself, with one hand assertively pointed in defiance and another clasped in prayer. The face is cracked open, exposing its contents as if it were made of porcelain.
Tell me there's a hole in your roof from someone walking on it and their leg falling through, without actually telling me there's a hole in your roof from someone walking on it and their leg falling through. I'll go first.
Beautiful. I think we can do it if we try. Fully decide. No mind. So feeling over here.
Don't know how to shut down. Sometimes I wish we could go so gotta give things up. Sometimes you better not let go. Cause I need to know when I'm down and in trouble. Jump in the water, jump in the water so jump in the water so far. Jump in the water so far. Jump in the water so far. Jump in the water so far.
Oh my god, Claire.
She's skipping. No way. That was insane. Down like that. Took it out to the ass like that. Took it out to the ass like that. Hello.
that's who was making the noise. Or.
This is so unstuck on it right now.
I love it.
You are because you're bound to me, and I am bound to you.
It's good. My dad really likes it.
Good night.